Yeah,
What's up
man.
with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and we live in the building, man. Say,
What's
man, I'm gonna
happening?
tell you this right now. We about to get straight to the point, man. Hey, if you know who you is, if you know what it ain't, then you already know what it is. You feel me, man? I probably said that wrong, but I don't gives a damn. You want to know why? Because this is West Coast. I got Landlord, I got Henny the Morning. Guess what this is? This is Uncut
And
Cowboy. Listen to me. I got a blunt in my hand. Don't ask me when I start smoking weed again, because it ain't none of your damn business. You feel me? Just know if
don't
you,
ask what's in my cup. Don't ask
yeah,
what's in
don't
my
My
cup.
cup.
yeah, don't me. I'm not gonna ask what's in your cup. Don't ask me what's in my cigar. And we all, everybody gonna get along tonight. You feel me? This is Uncut Cowboy. Listen to me. Everybody got one, two cuss words. There we go. I just gave you just because who I am, what I am. You know what I'm saying? I want to be nice. I gave everybody an extra cuss word. If you say the F word, that count for two though, because that's a big one.
Ooh, okay.
That's a big
All
one.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That,
But
that
yo,
was gonna be the one I was leading with. All right.
hey, but listen to me. Listen to me. Before we get this thing started, though, I need everybody on the show right now, starting with my cousin O'Henny. Hey, let them know let them know where they can find you at, and let them know where your channel is, because we live on the channels too. So go ahead and put it up. Let them know. Let them know.
Hey, man, it's Henny the Moore on all platforms. I'm on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all the other good stuff. WordPress. Tap in. We live right now. All the pages live on all West Coast pages. So, like, get it in, burn this midnight oil, and talk this cowboy talk, man.
Yes, sir. And then, hey, man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you don't pay your rent, this the dude that's gonna come see you. You feel me? We're gonna knock on the door the first time, and then that second time you're gonna hear that lang a lang a lang. You know what that is? That's the key coming up in your coming up in your spot, because he the landlord. You got damn it.
Already.
Let them know where you from, landlord.
Yeah, man. You know, I go by landlord from Alabama on all social media, man, with the same handle. Holla at your boy, YouTube full time, everything else, we just do it as we go. That's how we rocking. Just holla at your boy. Let's get it.
So I want to know real quick, landlord, which feels worse, Cowboys losing or Bama losing?
It's
Whew.
the Cowboys, bro. Cause Bama win all the time. It's Cowboys. Bama win. We spoiled in Bama, bro. We win all the time. Like
Okay.
we win championships like it's playoffs games, like it's in the regular season games over here. So then we still got a chance to win the championship. So we ain't just stressing too much in Bama about that. You know what I'm saying? But the Cowboy loss kind of feel worse for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hey, well, this is Uncut Cowboys. Let me go through it. Let me do my thing so I can pay the bills real quick. And then after I do that, man, we jumping right into it, man. Man, put it in the comment box. I'm gonna turn the filter off so everybody got one. You feel me? So, yo, hey, Jalen, what's up with you, my boy? Hit that star button, my boy. Efren, what's up with you? Timothy Lewis, what's up with you? Michael D. Fernside, what's up, boy? What's that? She Foreign, what's up, She Foreign? Hey, matter of fact, before I even start, shout out to all the beautiful cowboy ladies out there. Appreciate you. That's why I don't get mad when they call me cowgirls, because I think about all the beautiful cowboy ladies that's out there watching the content. I appreciate you. You feel?
Already.
Um, who else we got on here? What we got on YouTube popping tonight? What we got on YouTube? And we got Corey to the max over there on YouTube. Appreciate you, my boy. Hey, I need y'all to share this content right now. Share the content, because a lot of people don't know that I'm live. I told y'all I was gonna go live again, and y'all just didn't know I had some special guests on with me. I'm gonna tell y'all how this really happened. I literally landlord called me as soon as the game. Actually, my cousin called me with like a minute left on the game, and then landlord called me. And then literally after the game, we was on a three-way conversation. They didn't even know that I was setting them up. What I was really trying to do is I was feeling them out, because I wanted to do another show, right? So I was
Yeah.
feeling them out, and I was like, yeah. What you doing right now? Oh man, I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm talking about these Cowboys real quick. Oh, okay, that's cool. Hey, what you doing? Oh man, I'm just about to maybe some court and write an article. Oh, so y'all ain't doing nothing for the next hour. Okay, then we about to go live. Here go the here go the link. The link is already in your inbox. You feel me?
Let's get it. Let's
Let's
get it.
get it. You feel me? So, yo, man, it's Uncut Cowboys. We're gonna start off with this right now, man. We're gonna go landlord, since technically, you ain't the guest because you already know where everything in, but you've been on here at least. So I'm gonna give you the courtesy tonight, man. Right out the gate, man. Anybody actually, what is your first thoughts on tonight? What are your
See,
thoughts on?
okay, I'm gonna
And
give
we
it to you
talking over
raw.
folks tonight. We talking
Since
over folks tonight too. Let's get it.
since we uncut on West Coast show, I gotta give it to you raw, man. So, you know, I can't lie, man. Like I'm Mister. It takes 11 people to win and lose the game, but man, this quarterback had a big indication on his game. I don't care what nobody say. Like bro, you can't get a ball away that much. It's just facts, man. Like, and I feel like Cooper Rush showed why he's the backup quarterback, man. This is not the way I wanted it to happen. You know what I'm saying? I wanted him to win, throw 5 touchdowns, 500 yards, whatever you got to do, win the game. But unfortunately, this is the way that we had to, sit with. And it showed a lot of people that he is a backup, bro. And it's nothing wrong with that. It don't have to be a controversy. I wish like, you know what I'm saying, everything in me that Cooper Rush would have won this game, but he did not. And he basically lost it. Like, okay, it does take 11 people to win and lose games. 22 people. Absolutely. But at the same time, you got a quarterback. You're the only person that's throwing the ball off of your hands. It's not 11 people throwing the ball off your hand. That's you. You know what I'm saying? So you throwing the ball to the other team, bro, that's just critical. That's vital to the win and loss column, bro. Like, you cannot get them boys 3 interceptions, bro. You just cannot do that. That is just killing us, bro. Like, and then you putting the defense in nothing but bad situations left and right, bro. Like I don't want to just come and, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to steal the mic, bro, but
no. I'm just
bad situation, bro.
Listen, it's uncut. I'm gonna just cut you off, and I'm gonna just say this right now, and then I'm gonna let you flow back, or Henny can grab it. Listen to me. If I'm the defense, bro, we could this couldn't be a season thing that we're gonna do because, bro, listen, on everything I love, on the teams that I play for, we be fighting in the locker room, bro. Like, listen to me. They don't understand, bro. Like, there's one thing that can tear a team apart, and that is this: getting turnovers and not scoring on them, or just flat out putting your defense in bad positions.
They scoring the defense.
Because I'm gonna tell you, there is a section of fans that feel like, oh, my defense didn't play good tonight. What are you talking about, bro?
That's BS.
44 yards. Like, bro, like Henny, you, my boy, he gonna hit them with the stats. But listen to me, man. We basically did the reverse of what we did in the Rams game. In the Rams game, we started off with those 2 defensive, like, crate, you know what I'm saying? That got us excited. This was the opposite. Now I'm gonna tell you, one of the interceptions I give you was a tip. But guess what? If a tip, you know what that means, man? I'm gonna tell you. Was there other opportunities tonight when the defensive line got their hands on the ball? Yes, bro. I've never listened. I'm gonna go look at the stats in a minute, but I know they had to have had at least 3 tip balls at the defensive line. So you know what that means? That's other interceptions that could have happened, bro. There's 2 that just come off my head when the ball just popped up and it just went to the right and then like nobody was there.
Well, I'm gonna say this: I'm not going to give him a pass on the ball that was tipped, because the ball that was tipped, it actually hit the first defender first. He tried to jump the route and take the ball. It just so happened he jumped the route, it bounced up, and the guy behind him got it. So it could have been picked out twice. So he does not get a pass for that. But like we were talking about, yes, like Cooper Rush did not play well, but this is really not about Cooper Rush. This is about your offensive coordinator.
Right.
Because at the end of the day,
yeah,
he knows that Cooper Rush is a backup quarterback. There was no reason to put the fate of the game in Cooper Rush's hands so early.
I was about to say, especially so early, bro.
So
go ahead,
listen,
my bad. Man.
No, you're good, cuz you're good. Because look at it. We live and uncut. We cut each other off. We talking. We in the flow of this thing, man. But look, it's 2nd and 2. We just got an 8-yard gain on a run play. Why did we go shotgun and run the ball and throw the ball down the field? That made no sense. You just got an 8-yard gain. You got 2 downs to get 2 yards. You were not able to do that because you wanted to throw the ball. Like, this is, and you got to also think about the psyche of Cooper Rush. He hears this noise about this quarterback controversy. He know how important this rivalry game is. You know, he on the road in Philly in a hostile environment against an undefeated team. He was visibly shaken from the beginning of the game up to the middle of the third quarter.
What about that other play that he threw to CD Lamb? CD was wide open, bro. He just waited so late and threw the ball too late, bro. And I'm saying he was wide open on that play.
But that is the point. He is a backup quarterback. These big time throws, throwing the ball down the field under pressure is not what Cooper Rush can do. So you should not put him in that position.
And let me tell you something else that I didn't like about that interception too. And I know everybody's screaming, he got hit. Yeah, he got hit after the ball was there. He got hit after the ball. The ball went 40 yards, bro. He got hit after. The ball was already out of his hand. You know what I'm saying? That's what we were arguing. He didn't get hit before. You know what I'm saying? He got hit after. Now I'm gonna tell you this. You guys got to remember, Cooper Rush knows the play. He knows where CeeDee Lamb is going to end up. That ball has to be on the outside, on the boundary lines, where either CeeDee Lamb gets it or it goes into the stands.
He threw it into coverage.
He threw it, bro. He threw it in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And they were in cover 3. So it's like you have one safety in the middle of the field that's standing there purposely looking for the football. You know what I'm saying? Like this is my thing, man. And like I said, I ain't gonna make this all about Rush, but I will say this tonight. Cooper Rush proved why he's a backup quarterback. And guess what? I think I praise God that my quarterback is ready. Like when you look at a backup quarterback, you don't really look at just this game. You look at his overall body of work. His overall body of work for these last 4 games is what I would say is appreciative. Now, I'm going to tell you this right here. You know what I also learned about Cooper Rush? Is that if Dak was to go down, for a long period of time, you would be in trouble. So then theoretically, you should be looking for another backup quarterback.
Wes, I just want to say this, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, man, but I'm about to say, like, the way we look at it, now, we did not want this to be the outcome for us to say that Cooper Rush is a backup quarterback. What we wanted was for him to be successful. Yeah, but bro, this what I'm saying, bro. A lot of people, they got angry with us when we telling them that this is not sustainable, bro. We cannot sustain wins like this. I said this in my live myself, bro. I said it's not sustainable. If the defense slip at all, we're gonna lose. I said this plain and simple. I said if the defense even give up anything, bro, they've been playing out of their minds. Do you think that's even like how are we gonna keep up that type of play? We give them 10 points a game, bro. 1 touchdown a game. We like real football fans know that's really not sustainable, especially these days, bro. That you can't sustain that level of play, man. And if your offense ain't doing nothing, come on, bro. You know that wasn't gonna last. That's not sustainable.
Those and look around the league, because like all 3 of the top 3 defenses, us, Buffalo, and the 49ers gave up over 20 points today. You know that they hadn't been doing that all year. It's just what it is.
This is the NFL, bro.
It's the NFL. You play great teams sometimes. Now the Eagles, I don't think they're a great team, but you know they had a good offensive game plan, and we gave them the ball on short fields, and they capitalized. So
they got turnovers and they ran the ball. That's what they did.
Speaking of running the ball, Kellen Moore needs to apologize to Ezekiel Elliott because
he had a game.
He wasted what could have been a vintage performance for Ezekiel Elliott by not giving him the ball. He had 13 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown, averaging over 6 yards a carry, and he only got the ball 13 times. And you know this was a game where we really needed to lean on the running game and keep the ball out of Cooper Rush's hands. So instead of feeding your running backs, because even Tony Pollard, I know he didn't have a great game, but cumulatively he averaged 4 yards a carry. So instead of having 30 to 40 rush attempts, which we said we needed in this game, we threw the ball 38 times. He only completed 18 of them for a touchdown and 3 interceptions.
How about this though? This is an indictment on Kellen Moore. Tell me why would you go for it now? Well, that's Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore. Why would you go for it on your own 35, bro? Go look where we was. Like, we already down 14 points. Why would you go for it on your own 35?
And you know what that
and then you gonna throw the ball.
Throw the ball. And you know what that signifies to your defense? That you are desperate, bro.
You are dropping the ball. You are fumbling the bag, bro. Like, why would you do your defense like that? That's discouraging to your defense. Like,
but
look,
you know what? The defense still held up.
I know, but I'm just saying, look at the situation you putting your defense in. Like, hey, I know we ain't did nothing on offense. I know we can't sustain no drives, but hey, here you go. Congratulations. You got a defensive drive starting on the 35. Good luck. Like, you are screwing your defense, bro.
And they still held up to a field goal. And so you know what? They really gifted them 3 points because the defense did their job. They held them to 3 when they were already in field goal range. So you know what's sad about it is we went on and scored 17 unanswered points. If they just had punted the ball, if we had punted the ball, we could have realistically taken the lead because they were only up. They were only up 20.
And
They were
that
only up 20-0.
Noah Brown kids, if that would have been a touchdown, that would have been a whole different game. The way we came back out in the second half too, like we went instead of being down 3, we would have been up if we would have did 17 points straight like we did, and we add that instead of 3 that been a touchdown. Like we would have been right there with them right there. Know what I'm saying? That would have been a different ball game right there.
Hey, listen to me. The defense was put in short field situations all night. I'm talking to the guys in the comments.
Hey,
we threw 2 interceptions.
Hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Damn Entertainment with the $50 super chat. He says we're gonna be all right. Don't panic. We still the NFC champs. We'll see them. We'll see you in Dallas. Shout out Damn Entertainment. And man, hey, listen to me, man. I appreciate the super chat. I want to let you guys know that this is not a panic, but what it is this is kind of a panic. You want to know why? Because there's these things in your cars called check engine lights. Now, when your check engine light comes on, it does not mean that the engine is about to fall out the car. That is not what it means. But what it does mean is you might want to pull off to the side of the road and you might just want to give it a look at. You know what I'm saying? It's because want to know why? Because you're invested in this car and you want this car to make it. You want to just run it into the ground, right? So this is proper. And to be honest with you guys, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. The conversations that we have, like every guy, and I don't want to like unvalidate anybody that didn't play football, but everybody on this podcast right here has played football at a high level, right? And all of us know that the conversations that the Cowboys are having are way worse than the conversations that we having right now because they only get 2 cuss words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this is the process of getting better. This is the process of getting better because you guys got to remember, I think sometimes when we be on these live shows, I think fans forget that we are Dallas Cowboy fans and the ultimate goal for us is to win. But the only way we're going to win is if we do what? Is if we actually acknowledge what the heck is going on. Hey, let's give Cooper Rush a break for a minute because Stargazer does have a point that has a point that I want to kind of throw up there. And it says West Coast, apparently our DTs were a major problem tonight. I want to know, fellas, what are your thoughts? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was going to say they've been a major concern all year. I'm not talking about like just the defensive tackles, but we couldn't stop the run all year. People forget the Giants ran all over us, but we still won the game.
The Giants quarterback ran all over us.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I thought Redskins, the Commanders had 150 something yards of rushing themselves. It just got negated because they had 100 yards of penalties. So like teams have been able to run on us all year. People haven't noticed because we've been winning games, but that has still been a deficiency.
But like, correct me if I'm wrong though. Like they've been running, but it hasn't been like a constant pounding. It's been like a couple. You know what I'm saying? Spurt plays that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they don't have the
explosive plays. Yeah,
add up 130 yards.
It do add up though. It do add up.
This the thing. Like teams get out of running the ball against Dallas when they get behind. Because like that's why we have all these sacks. We're playing with the lead. We're letting our dogs loose on them. We're sacking the quarterback. They're down trying to score points. We're up 10 points. We got a stingy defense. But when the game is close or they have a lead, like shit, I mean, they can't stop the run in those situations. They can't.
Hey, another question that's I think a lot of people want to know. Question is, why didn't we challenge CD Lamb's the spot, man?
That was a first down, bro.
Because Mike McCarthy is your head coach. That's why. We listen. We gonna start acting like we don't know the person.
Some weird shit.
Listen,
we gonna start acting like we don't know our personnel and our coaching staff.
In the first half, we value, like, this is my thing, right? We value timeouts so much in the first half that we take them to halftime with us. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Listen to me. In a first half of a game, you should challenge anything. Why? Because the percentage of you going to halftime with a timeout are like almost 100%. Like you might not have 3, but I can almost guarantee you at the end of every halftime, every team in football has at least 2 timeouts. Because what are you calling a timeout for in the first half for, bro? Like what? For what reason? So then my thing is this: why are you afraid of losing it? What is the worst they can take from you? Like there was no reason not to call it to call it to freaking to call the flag. I mean the throw the challenge. There's no reason for it. If you're in Dallas, you know what you do. You look up on the damn TV, you get a free one, then you throw it. Now, obviously, like that make no. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. You know why I throw it on the hood? I'm on the HO double OD. You want me to tell you why I throw it on the hood? I throw it even if I know he didn't get it. You know why I throw it? Because of the effort that he put behind it, bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh, I know you didn't get it, but I'm going to
You
ride
want-
with you anyway.
You
I'm going to
want
ride
to show
with
your
you
guys you riding with them, yeah.
I'm going to ride with you anyway, bro. We on the road, bruh. What if they do? Worst case scenario, we lose a timeout. Who cares?
But I believe he got it, though.
Bro, I know he got it.
I believe he got it.
I know he got it.
So yeah, it was a bad spot compounded by a bad decision to go for it right after. Because look, you should have just took your time. There was no reason to run up to the ball and hike it, without knowing for sure if you got the first down or not. That made no sense.
That was a compound decision. That's like a child. Like when a kid make a mistake, they lie and then they compound it with another lie. Like that's exactly what that was, man. Because it's like listen, why would you rush up to the line? Like that made no sense. That made absolutely no sense for the Cowboys to run up there to the line like that. It made no sense. Like, if anything, you take your time, bruh. Look for a camera somewhere. Look for one of them big-ass TV screens somewhere. Get you a free one, then throw the flag. You got 25 freaking seconds, bruh.
And you had 3 timeouts, if I'm not mistaken. Like, burning one is not a detriment to your team. Bruh. It's not the second half.
It's not.
I've never seen a team call 3 timeouts in the first half, bro. Never.
Mike McCarthy was asleep at the wheel, man. I like Mike McCarthy, so I'm not a Mike McCarthy hater. I like Mike, but he was asleep at the wheel on that call right there, for sure.
All right, let's talk about, listen, man, why can't we stop the run, fellas?
Well, first and foremost, and I give LVE a hard time, but I am going to say this about LVE. He is not a natural middle linebacker.
No, he's not.
Even when he played in college, he was an outside linebacker. Having him play in middle linebacker is a disservice to him because that's not his skill set. Like you said before, he's a torpedo. To play middle linebacker, you have to diagnose plays, know where to be, know when to fill the gap.
You got to be a smart missile to be a linebacker.
Read and react. Yeah.
Yeah, when you play outside, see ball, get ball. It's simple. It makes the game easier for LVE at that point. So, maybe if you're going to have either one of them playing outside, out of position, maybe you want to put Anthony Barr, who has more experience, who dabbles in playing middle linebacker more in Minnesota, even though he also was an outside linebacker. Or maybe you put a young guy out there, let him learn on the job, or you go and get somebody in free agency.
I'm definitely one of the people that's shooting for the young guys because, I mean, like I said, Anthony Barr and LVE, they just haven't sold me all the way. Like, and I was one of the people that was saying I wanted Anthony Barr. So there's no hate. It's just the truth. He been decent, but has he changed the game for us? Has he changed our life at linebacker? No, he hasn't. He been a normal linebacker. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. And I feel like some of the young guys probably could do that or better. That's just my opinion. Like Jabril Cox and Devin Harper, them boys could do better. I feel like, or at least the same.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say, bro.
At least the same.
And you know what I like about the young guys now is the fact that I don't know, bro. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
At least let us find out.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm curious to see. And I will say this: I trust Dan Quinn, and I love me some Dan Quinn. But one thing gotta say, Dan Quinn is, listen, man, you got to go to Jerry and tell him your safety's playing linebacker. That's not gonna last, bro. Well, it's not gonna last. Donovan Wilson is getting picked up by guards, bro. How long do you think that's going to last, bro?
I mean, it can't last. But you know what? I don't know if it's really on Jerry or if it's on Quinn, because you got to remember, they don't have
personnel.
But I'm saying this is the system he ran in Atlanta. Like, he has not used like a traditional middle linebacker or linebacker set since he left Seattle. Like this is the shit they were running in Atlanta. So that's why I say like yeah, like we need a linebacker, but shit, Quinn loves these sets. So I'm not really sure if he prefers this or not. So that's why I said it like that. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that we don't need a linebacker, but like this is what Quinn does. This
It's
is why
kind of a testament to what Wes was saying when I begged that question. Is the big nickel formation an indictment on your linebackers? And it's looking like that's what it is. And I was hoping
I think it's a little bit of both.
That what I was saying. I was hoping it was just that the safety was so dope that you got to work them in. But man, this linebacking core, and I don't think it's all of them too, because I believe some of the defensive line had a little hand in it. It's a little blame to go for them too. But like, I don't know, man. The linebackers ain't helping us out as much as we need either. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need somebody coming in there shooting gaps, not just tackling and grabbing people when they 5 yards down the field.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. Like, you know, it's a bad thing when your linebackers have one tackle for loss, bro. Like, what the? Like, they're basically. Well, I know LVE had one, and I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. Like, they're not. Our linebackers do not play on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage, bro. They just don't. And it's like, bro, listen, if they're not, you know what that means? That means the offense that you're playing against is almost always getting positive yards, bro. Because, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen to me. And I know why we get these explosive plays. You want to know why? Because, bro, it's to stop an explosive play. You know what you got to stop? You're not the running back. You got to stop the goddamn guard that's in front of him because he's the one that's escorting him. Bro, we don't have linebackers like I mean, listen to me. I know y'all love LVE because, like, if you ain't really if you didn't really, one thing I will say, if you didn't really play football, it's hard to kind of understand like defensive tackle and linebacker, those positions where they're not really highlighted and you can't really see what they're doing, but you got to look at the effects of what he did. When I see LVE in an offensive lineman like this, and LVE like this, and LVE is an offensive lineman is 4 yards in front of LVE where LVE stands, that lets me know that even if the running back didn't hit the right hole, if he would have got 4 yards. That means that what? That means that LVE didn't meet that guard in the hole. That lets me know that guard did his job. Right now, all he has to do is finish LVE or finish whatever's on, because remember, he can't run. He can't go no further than 5 yards.
I agree with you about that, about a linebacker and defensive tackle evaluation, because those are not positions you look at the box score and say and can really judge by what they did.
Yeah, like you got to actually have played. You got to have like that. You know, you got to actually have played or studied it for sure to know if someone's actually doing their job. Because that's why I say, like, LVE, I know it looks like he's making tackles and he's doing things, but it's like, bruh, that's after 6 yards, bruh. That's after 7 yards. So that means, because you got to think like this, and you can't just blame that on the D tackles, because you got to remember the D tackle has a what? Responsibility. He has a grown man in front of him too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now the D tackle has to get the D tackle. He has to get the guard in front of him, the pulling tackle, and the running back. He got to do that. Three people. My cousin sent me a video of this dude at Alabama doing it with 2. I said, God damn.
That boy a beast.
You know what I'm saying? What's that boy name that you sent me? I didn't know who he was, but that boy is a beast. We need him on this
landlord team. No, hey, it's y'all right tackle.
That boy's
right tackle. I don't know right now. It's a little late. Yeah, but I'll let me in the morning.
But I'm gonna tell you this right now. Also, when your linebackers aren't flowing, it also means that you're not getting help in run support. There's no support, you know what I'm saying, once they get past the defensive tackle, man. So that's why the Cowboys, I'm gonna be honest with you, are giving up so many yards in the run, man. Like, if you can get help, because listen, the defensive tackles are not like, you don't have 4 Aaron Donalds on the NFL. That's just not how it works. There's only one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is gonna have to fight with the dude that's in front of them. You know what I'm saying?
And you know the beautiful thing, I think we got good defensive tackles because Quinn Bohannon plays good. You know,
I like Quinn Bohannon.
Like they play good. I like our defensive tackles, but you know they will look better when we get better linebacker play, like you said. So like we might have to invest in it, but you know, our defense is too good everywhere else to ignore this until next year. So before the trade deadline, they need to make a move.
I
Like
said that
people
last
talk about
time.
wide receiver and stuff. Let's go get a middle linebacker because like hell,
I,
with
be-
Dak back, we'll figure wide receiver out.
I believe I said that the last time I was on here with Wes. Cause like everybody talk about waiting the next year. And I think that might play a big part into why we ain't won it all. Cause we always think we can wait the next year. Sometimes you need to just push all your chips in the front of the table and be like, let's go. Let's go for it. Know what I'm saying?
You gotta make a move.
You got a serious defense. Go ahead and commit. Know what I'm saying? Sell out to it. Say, hey, we finna go all out for it. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See what happens. You never know. Know what I'm
And
saying?
there was this quote that I heard, and it was like, do you think Phil Jackson spent more time with Michael Jordan, or do you think he spent more time with PJ Armstrong? Saying I think he probably spent more time with Michael Jordan. You want to know why? Because it's easier to get greatness after something that's already great. You know what I'm saying? Always make your strength stronger. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the strongest thing on the Dallas Cowboys is your what? Is your ability to strangle an offense. So, and guess what? That has a huge hole in it right now. Fix that. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you're great at the number one thing that you have to do with teams, and that's what? Stopping them from scoring. Like, think about this. An average offense, like how many points did they score tonight? 26?
Yeah, 26. And they only scored 6 in the second half.
I want to know how many if we could get 27 points, I would think you're probably not even a top offense in NFL right now. 27 points. So 27 points. You're probably 15, 18.
Well, that's a crazy thing. Let's take a look. Let's see. Because I don't think we got a bunch of high scoring offenses in the league this year. But I think the highest scoring offense right now, as of today, is 29 points. Yeah, Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs have the two highest scoring offenses. They average 29 points. Detroit is third, averaging 28. Philadelphia is fourth, averaging 26.8. So 20. If we can get 27 points with this defense we have, we're a top scoring offense and we're a top scoring defense.
Man, we're gonna get dangerous when 4 come back.
That's tomorrow. And that's
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Should be tomorrow. Because like they said, Mike McCarthy said Dak Prescott is going to do everything in his power to get medically cleared tomorrow. Then he's going to practice with the intent of trying to play the Detroit game. Dak said he feel good. He said that his plan is to play next week. I'm down for it because he looked damn good in warm-ups today. He was out here throwing dots.
We need him.
Bad. And we also need his brain, bro. Like, I just feel like Dak will make better decisions, man. Like, especially when we're running up to the goal line. Like, I think Dak probably probably looks at the camera and he's probably like, bro, like, look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even like Coop. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, your quarterback should have said something like, bro, look at that. Like, why? Because I don't want a 4th and inch. I want a first down. Why not?
Yeah.
At least, like, yo, look at that. You know what I'm saying?
And that was a great effort by CD too. And
like,
that
you gotta ride with him on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, we've been on here for about 40 minutes, man. I already told y'all we was only gonna be on here for a little bit, man. Hey, tomorrow I will be live at my regular time, 10 a.m., man. So make sure y'all get ready. Hey, landlord, let them know where they can find you at, man.
Yeah, man. Landlord from Alabama on all social media with the same handle. Holla at your boy, man. Already.
Hey, Henny, let them know where they can find you at, my guy.
Hey, man, it's Henny DeMoore. I'm on all platforms, mostly YouTube, Facebook. Just tap in, man. Come keep getting you this good cowboy content, man.
Absolutely, man. All right, man. So, yo, man, I'm about to go lay it down, watch some Game of Thrones with my lady. And, man, you feel me, man? Make myself feel better, man. You already know what it is, man. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.
Peace.
Already.